Well, it's great to be back with you. We're here with Jamal, the star of the show. Good to be with you.
Always a pleasure.
Not bad on your picks last week. What surprised you most?
Last week, the Titans, the Tennessee Titans.
Jamal, come on.
Playoffs might be a stretch, but I like the way that they've been playing right now, and I know they beat the Ravens, and we'll see what happens.
Let's start off with the exciting Bills going against the ever-present New England Patriots.
Ever-present is right, and ever-present statistically is Tom Brady. Fantastic year so far. What more can you say about Tom? Terrific. He's getting it done. The Patriots are getting it done as a football team. Albert Haynesworth, Chad Ochocinco, 2 acquisitions everybody talked about in the offseason. Haven't seen a lot from those guys yet. Still, Tom Brady on fire again. But the Buffalo Bills, this is a team, Con, who last year, they didn't win a ton of football games, but they were in every single football game, and they fought to the finish. A week ago against the Raiders, they're down 21 points in the first quarter. No fight. This is in Buffalo. All of a sudden, the second quarter, third quarter, you start seeing the Bills come back. Fitzpatrick is doing a great job with these guys, and they end up winning that game. I expect a tough game against the Patriots.
Is it the captains of their team that bring the fight out of them?
It's the whole team in general. They just don't give up. And I don't expect them to give up this weekend, but I'm not a fool.
All right.
Tom, terrific plays for the Patriots.
So you picked?
I'm picking the Patriots.
All right,
but I think it'll be a close game.
We're moving on to another game that could match up very well for New Orleans. They're playing the Texans.
Right.
Who do you like?
Texans have been undefeated. Texans are undefeated so far. No Arian Foster, who's been banged up. Ben Tate stepped up, has done a fantastic job for them so far. Matt Schaub, Andre Johnson. You know the usual suspect on offense for the Texans. Mario Williams on defense. He is going to be the key this weekend against Drew Brees and the Saints. If Brees is in the 2-3-step drops and getting the ball out fast, it could be dangerous. Once you get past that point, you give guys like Mario Williams an opportunity to hit on your quarterback. And Drew Brees isn't the biggest guy. Tough as nails, but he isn't the biggest guy. So if the Texans can get to Brees early and, in fact, often, I like the Texans a lot in this game. If not,
oh no, you got to make a pick.
I'm making a pick, and I'm going to go with the Saints. I think the Texans lose their first football game.
As a Falcons, Bucks. Bucks always give Falcons trouble.
Always, always, and this different. This is not going to be any different. Falcons got to do they have to run the ball well. Time of possession is going to be huge. The Bucks lost the first game against Detroit. Con, it was so close. They went up last week and won. I'm telling you, I'm picking the Falcons.
That was hard?
It is hard. It's not going to be.
They just beat the Eagles.
They did just beat the Eagles, and it was a physical, it was a tough game, it was an emotional week, and sometimes, there's no opportunity for a letdown with going into Tampa Bay, but sometimes when all of that happens, you kind of go, oh wait, the next time you go to practice, here come the Bucks. And the Bucks are going to be tough. It's going to go down to the wire, but I like the Falcons.
Okay. Game that goes back through the ages. Bears, Packers, Super Bowl champions. Bears showed us one glimpse of a great week and not a good week.
Yes.
Who's showing up this
Unfortunately
week?
For fans in Atlanta, week 1, the Chicago Bears looked like they were headed back to the NFC Championship game. Okay, this is a rematch from the NFC title game. Remember in this game last year, Jay Cutler caught so much flack because people say he didn't finish the game and he wasn't tough. Evidently, a lot of you forgot that this guy played at Vanderbilt and SEC and got it handed to him every week and bounced back and still won football games. Just a quick reminder.
Packers' weakness is
non-existent. Well, here's the thing. Cam Newton, a rookie quarterback, he was able to get a bunch of yards passing on the Packers a week ago. And then when they needed it, Charles Woodson, different players from the Packers making interceptions. They don't really necessarily have a weakness. You just got to kind of get them in spots, okay?
So
they can run. They're tough on defense. I like the Packers.
Oh, you're keeping it pretty. You stayed with New England, all the biggie names. And now we're going into rapid fire. Each of these will be 30 seconds. Let's see where he stands on the Eagles-Giants.
Mike Vick plays, which it looks like he's going to play. Been following the reports all week long. Mike Vick, I think, is going to play. If Mike Vick plays, that's a tough game for the Giants. I like.
He made a lot of mistakes against Atlanta.
And he made a lot of plays. And he made a lot of plays against the Falcons. I mean, there is going to be situations with Mike Vick where sometimes it seems as though it's feast or famine. You got an exceptional defensive end in John Abraham who made a play on one, but there are going to be turnovers and stuff, but he was also sat in the pocket.
Raiders, Jets.
Okay, last year Mark Sanchez ate a hot dog on the Raiders on the sideline. They remember this. Okay, the Raiders, remember this. They started off 2-0. Also, the Jets are going to be missing their starting center for the first time in 76 or 80 games, or whatever the case may be. I like the Raiders undefeated right now. The Jets are a team everybody's talking about. But
so when you lost your center as a running back, that's the key?
I mean, it's something the Falcons are dealing with right now. Todd McClure has missed the first 2 games of the year, and although the backup center has played admirably, it's a big difference
when you lose
in continuity of a team. When you're talking about a guy who's been there for 6, 7, 8 years, you're just used to seeing him. You're used to his calls and what he's going to do. So I think it's going to be a big adjustment for the Jets.
And the winner is?
I like the Raiders.
All right, and the last speedy round pick, Redskins, Cowboys.
Give me the Redskins. The Redskins are undefeated, okay, and they're going in.
Now you've gone out on a limb.
I know. I don't even know if it's a limb. The Redskins are undefeated right now. Tony Romo's banged up. It's a similar situation with Michael Vick. These guys are going to come after the banged-up quarterback, the guy who missed a couple of days in practice. Oh, he's on the list now. Oh, he's going to play. Now, Romo's dealing with a rib. Romo's dealing with a collapsed lung. What do you think the Redskins are going to try to do, Romo, the first 3, 4, 5 plays of the game? Recollapse lung. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, you heard it here with Jamal. He's gone out on a limb, I'd say a twig today, but you've got some great picks. Always join us on the website. He's got great commentary throughout the week, but your picks are locked in, and we'll see how they turn out next week.
JamalAnderson.com, guys.